and welcome to my kitchen. Let's make lean and greens. In today's video, we're going to be making bacon cheeseburger bites and inside outside egg rolls with a bonus fueling hack. So let's get started. Okay, for the bacon cheeseburger bites, we're going to need 1 pound of lean ground beef, 1/4 cup of finely chopped yellow onion, 1 clove of garlic. We're not going to use garlic. My boyfriend does not like it. 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. I thought I had yellow mustard, but I only have Dijon. So we're going to use Dijon. Make it work. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, cooking spray, 4 ultra thin slices of cheddar cheese cut into 6 evenly sized rectangular pieces. We are going to need 3 pieces of turkey bacon and 24 dill pickle strips, 4 to 6 large green leaf lettuce leaves, and 12 cherry tomatoes. So the first thing we're going to do for this recipe is we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. All right, so we're going to get the onion going. I don't know, I guess if you've never taken care of an onion, you got to get the paper off of it. They call it a paper. I like to take the side and cut into it. It just makes it easier, and then you can peel usually the first outer layer, if not a couple inner layers of it. This is kind of an old onion, I can tell. It's a little dry. So I'm going to take the rest of this off. And then because onion, the outside isn't clean, I'm just going to rinse this off so it's clean. All right, I just rinsed everything other than the onion. I didn't rinse the onion, but I rinsed all the utensils. Just because, like I said, the outside of the onion is dirty, so make sure it's stable. Cut the end off, make sure it's stable. I have no knife skills, so please do not consider me an expert. I don't know what I'm doing. It said finely chopped. I'm just going to chop it the way I chop it. And we only need 1/4 cup, so we only need a little bit of onion. Try not to get the super long pieces in there, just the littler pieces. Okay, so we got 1/4 cup of onion. Okay, so now we got a large bowl. I'm gonna put the onion in there. And we got my pound of lean brown ground beef. You want the leaner the better. Take a tablespoon of the mustard. They wanted yellow mustard. I just have Dijon. This is what's happening. They also wanted the garlic in here at this point too. Like I said, my boyfriend doesn't like garlic, so we're not putting it in, but that would be really tasty, I think. Then you're going to add a tablespoon of just Worcestershire sauce. And you're going to just mix that well. So best way to mix meat is use your hands. But with the Dijon, make sure you're not touching your face. That has horseradish. That will really hurt if you get it in your eyeball. So when you're done mixing this up, just wash your hands really, really well. All right, I think that's pretty well mixed. I have a foil lined find a baking sheet over here, and they said about a tablespoon. You're gonna make these into like meatballs, okay? So about a tablespoon of meat is what you want, and you're just gonna make the little balls, and you want 24 of these balls. That's like the goal that we are going for, is 24 of them. So, all right, so this is in 24. I'm gonna have to do this in 2 batches, but this is what they look like. When making meatballs, you wanna make sure that they're all the same size so that they all cook the same. So we're gonna put this in the 400-degree oven for 15 minutes, and then we'll get on to the next step. All right, so since I didn't get the thinly sliced cheddar cheese, I had actually ordered some raw unsalted cheddar cheese on the internet, so I'm gonna have to slice this up. They say 6 slices, but we're doing 24 meatballs. So I'm assuming we want 24 little pieces of cheese for the top of the burger bites. So I'm gonna try to cut them thin because it did say thin. I am not gonna get like super thin. So I'm just gonna cut this up. Alright, so I just pulled them out of the oven. They've been in the oven for about 15 minutes. Thinner sliced cheese is going to work a lot better on this than what I'm about to do. But 15 minutes in the oven, then you're just going to take a little piece of cheese. If you had the thinner slice, it would already be melting over the meatball. So I'm going to try to do my best. And you're just going to top all of them with a little piece of cheese. The directions say we're going to put this back in the oven for another 2 to 3 minutes, but since I don't have the thinner cheese, it might be a little bit longer than 2 to 3 minutes. But we just want to get the cheese melted. That's all we're trying to do right now. Okay, so it's been in the oven for a couple minutes. The cheese is all melted, and that's what we want. We only had 1 casualty, which is okay. So while this is chilling, we're gonna get the other ingredients ready. All right, so I'm gonna get the bacon ready. This is turkey bacon. They recommend pan frying or baking it. What I like to do with turkey bacon to make it really crispy, because I like my bacon crispy, and you only need 3 slices. I'm making an extra slice for Lady because she's losing her mind right now. So put it on a microwave safe plate, and I put a paper towel over top, and I'm gonna microwave this for about 2 minutes. I'm actually gonna do 1.5 minutes because it's been a while since I have made turkey bacon, and if it needs more time, I'll put it in for a little bit more time. So I'll show you when it's done, just a sec. Okay, so the turkey bacon is done. It actually took about 4.5 minutes to get it to this consistency, which is what I like, a little bit crunchy. So there's the turkey bacon. All right, we're gonna roughly chop this up. Like I said, 1 piece is for my dog, so I'll set that to the side, but I'm trying to think about how to do this so I get all the stuff I need. I don't know. We're winging it. Trying to think about how like small the bites are. I mean, basically just want a little piece of bacon. I'm gonna need to get a... So what did I get out of there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the bacon pieces into 8, and we should be good for the burger bites. All right, I got my cherry tomatoes here, and all you're gonna do with the cherry tomatoes is cut them in half. So I'm gonna cut the cherry tomatoes in half, and like I said, there's 12 of them. We're making 24 of the bites. It's gonna be 4 servings. You're gonna be able to eat 6 of the bites in one serving. So, and then all I had was this big jar of pickles I'm trying to get through, and they want 24 dill pickle slices. So I'm just gonna take the pickle and I am going to cut it into slices. All right, and then the last thing to get ready is the lettuce. This is just washed romaine, and what you're gonna do, you don't want to use the stem because it's gonna make it difficult to make these bites. So no worries, my dog will eat the stems of romaine. She loves it. She's actually right here begging for one. But you want to cut them up or tear them into pieces that you're gonna put over the top of your burger. And you can get as fancy as you want. I'm not going for Martha Stewart here. I'm just raking them up. So we'll get the lettuce broken up. And then I'll show you how we assembled this. So you're going to take one of the meatball things. I forgot toothpicks, and you are going to need toothpicks for this, and I forgot. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a toothpick. So the way you're going to do it is a piece of the turkey bacon. You're going to do a piece of the pickle. Oops. This is where a toothpick is going to come in handy. You're going to have a piece of lettuce, and then half of the tomato, and then you're going to put a toothpick in here. And this is adorable. Look how cute that is. That's why I think this would be really cute. Summer's coming for like summer parties and stuff. And then this works out to be 1 lean, 1 green, and 3 condiments. So I think we're going to do a cup of probably green beans to go with this. And then because we're eating this later, what I'm going to do is just separate everything into separate containers. So I'll have container meat. I'll probably put the tomatoes and the lettuce together because that doesn't matter. Pickles separate and the bacon separate, or the bacon with this. So that's how I'll probably set it up since we're going to eat later. But this looks good. This looks like a fun little dish. This would be good like to go picnicking. This would be really fun to go picnicking and eat while you're out picnicking. So for the inside outside egg rolls, and this is for 1 person, you're going to need 1 cup of cabbage or tricolored coleslaw mixed, 1/4 cup of celery chopped, 1/4 cup of scallions, 6.5 ounces of raw lean ground beef, 1/4 cup of egg beaters, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice blend, and 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. First thing we're going to do is get the vegetables ready. If you had bought cabbage, then this is where you'd be chopping it up, but I couldn't find cabbage. They had classic coleslaw mix. Technically on the program you're not supposed to have carrots, but this is what we had, so this is what we're going to do. And you're going to need a cup. I'm going to be doubling the recipe, so I'm going to need 2 cups. You're also going to need 1/4 cup of the celery. So the ends are a little brown, so I'm going to cut down the ends a little bit. Perfect. And we're just going to chop this up into nice bite-sized pieces. And I got my 1/4 cup over here, so okay, 1/4 cup, and then we need 1/4 cup of green onion, I'm going to cut down the ends a little bit. They're a little dried out, so I'll just cut them down a bit. Definitely want to get some of the green in there too. It's 1/4 cup. And then 1 cup. Okay, now this is for 1 person. I'm going to go ahead and double this up, and then we're just going to mix this really well. Oh, I'll probably chop this piece up too. It's a bit big. I'll be right back after I double this up. All right, here's 2 servings all mixed up together. So that's what that looks like. So you could actually, if you wanted to and you were making for 4 people, you could double this up or quadruple it for 4 people. So that's what we got going on. Okay, we're going to brown the beef, and we're using bison today. And for the recipe, you need 6.5 ounces of raw. I have 13 ounces here because I am doubling the recipe, so it's 13 ounces. So we're gonna get this nice and brown, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Alright, so the meat's nice and brown at this point. We're going to throw in the vegetables. And we're going to throw in the spices. Now it does call for 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. My boyfriend hates garlic, so we're not adding that. But we will add 1/8 of a teaspoon of ginger, and basically that's a pinch. And I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm going to put 2 pinches in, and a little bit more. And then you want 1/8 of a teaspoon of the Chinese 5-spice blend. And let's mix that around a little bit for a little bit. Oh, it's smelling good. Okay. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of light soy sauce. That up a bit. And now we're going to add the egg beaters. Now I didn't have egg beaters, so I'm using egg whites. I'm doubling the recipe, so I have 1/2 cup here. Just going to throw that in there. So we're going to keep tossing this around until the veggies are done. They're firm, nice firm veggies, and that the egg is all like incorporated. You shouldn't be able to see any of the egg when we're done with this, so it's kind of coating everything. And I'll show you what that looks like when that's done. Okay, it only took a couple of minutes, and now the stir fry is done, and this smells so good. I cannot wait to be diving into this dish. It counts as 1 lean, 3 greens, and 1.75 condiments. So this looks amazing. We are going to definitely be enjoying this dish. Okay, now for the bonus fueling hack. What you're going to need for this is preferably a zesty lemon crisp bar, although, yeah, this one is probably going to work the best for this recipe. You're going to need 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt. And then you're going to need a sugar-free Jell-O of your choice, and you're going to use 1/2 of one of these. So what the first thing you're going to do, and I'm going to double this right now. My boyfriend absolutely freaking loved this. He actually gave me, I think, all of his zesty lemon fuelings for this because he really likes this. I did not like it. I'm not making this for myself. I thought it was actually kind of gross. But texture-wise, it was gross. Flavor was okay. But he really wants this, so we're going to make this. And this is the cheesecake, the fueling cheesecake, so that's what we're making. What you're going to do is you're going to break up your fueling into 3 even pieces. Okay. Then you're going to be microwaving this on high for about 30 seconds. All right, that's been microwaved. Then what you're gonna do, get your cupcake pan and you're gonna put, ooh, they get a little melty, so you wanna put one in each of the bottom here. And then you're going to take something flat and you're just going to take and push out to make the crust. Okay, so just like that, make the nice little crust going on. Put this to the side. You're gonna get a microwave safe dish. You're gonna get your yogurt. And you're gonna use a 3/4 cup of yogurt. Okay, that's pretty good. Then you're gonna take then you're gonna take half, let's go with raspberry today. You're gonna take half of a sugar-free Jell-O packet. Remember, I'm doubling mine, so I'm gonna use the whole thing. Put that in there and you're gonna mix it really, really well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So we're gonna microwave this for 30 seconds. So it's been in the microwave for 30 seconds. We're gonna mix this up again. Okay. Then we're gonna put this back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. Okay, and now that's what that looks like after 30 seconds. Give it another really good mix. It's gonna be kind of more liquidy. Then all you're gonna do is just put a little bit in each container. And then this is gonna go in the refrigerator for at least an hour. No less than an hour. And then 3 of these equals 1 fueling, 1/4 leaner, and 1/4 of an optional snack. Okay, and then all I do just to make sure all the bubbles are out, tap it a little bit. We'll put this in the refrigerator for an hour, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. Alright, so the cheesecakes have been in the refrigerator for a little over an hour. Show you what this is. So they look like this. It's kind of like a weird jello consistency on the top. And if you're not going to eat these right away, then you definitely want to take the paper off. They can get kind of soggy. So I'm going to take the paper off of these, put them in a container, and then just leave them in the fridge until ready to eat. And that is the bonus fueling hack.